I was temporarily appointed to guard a sick prisoner in district headquarters hospital. I liked this duty because it was just for 8 hours daily, while my usual is 12 straight hours, and secondly, it was calm and nice. I'd just sit there on a bench in a hospital ward and read some old newspapers or have a look wise at those nurses, got nothing to complain about. Everything was fine and alright, except the very person I was guarding. The old patient, he was tall and thin, old and feeble. I don't know what was he diagnosed with, but he was just a skeleton. Underneath skin, big bald head, eyes popped out, the sockets, mouth wide open. It was a torture to witness him taking vaccines. No muscle at all, limbs or cheeks. He was indebted and during the worst phase of his life. You'd never find him asleep. Strangely, I never felt the pity or sadness for him, which I usually would for others. He was something else. I used to think while looking at him, he's not here, he's not looking at the front wall, but some other realm, waiting for his acceptance or approval. He's damned and cursed. I know this sounds strange. There was something astoundingly creepy about him, I'm telling you. Anyway, I used to sit beside this man for 8 hours, from 4 p.m. till midnight. He would not move or talk to anyone. He wouldn't feel anything. He wouldn't look around at all. Just straight, constant gaze on the front wall. It was my 4th day there. I was tired and filled with boredom. Waiting for the next guard as clock was saying 12 a.m. There was complete silence and inactivity in the ward. To kill the boredom, I picked a magazine and tried reading it again and again. Barely few minutes passed and I felt discomfort of some sort. I raised my head, found the old man's head. It turned towards me and he's staring at me. I cannot explain the uneasiness it caused. Our distance was barely 3 feet as I was sitting on a bench right beside his bed. A straight and uninterrupted gaze, like he's looking in my soul for a change. I gathered some courage and looked at him like we are into who blinks first challenge, a failed of course. Soon my colleague appeared. I sincerely thanked God. We talked briefly and I handed over my rifle and log register. Next thing was out of hospital. I took a cab and went to home. It must be around 1 a.m. when I reached my neighborhood. From there, I had to walk on foot as streets are too narrow for vehicle. It took a 10 minutes walk to home. It's routine for me to come home really late at night. I was walking calmly and desolated. Streets panicking at 30 Celsius syndrome. I don't remember, but I must be thinking about my online activity for next few hours. I was single back then and I lived with my parents. Finally, I reached the street where my home is situated, on the very end. What irritated me the most about this street was that nobody would turn on their outdoor bulbs except my mother. For me, it's a long and closed street and without any light it gets really dark. So yeah, our neighborhoods were cheap that way. On the very end, a light bulb outside my home was lit. Whenever entering my street, I automatically get a little cautious, but clamp down after finding nobody in the street. I heard a few robbery incidents previously, so you can understand the reason. But that night, as I was entering, I saw somebody right in the middle of the street. I slowed down a little to observe. He was around 40 yards ahead, walking real slow, leaned heavily on the right side in a funny stance. He was in the darkness as the only lit bulb was on the outside my door. He isn't a robber or thief, my mind told me. I never held it but walked slowly towards him. It was just a matter of seconds for me to cross beside him and to get to look at him clearly. Suddenly, something snapped inside me. Something started screaming so loud in my head, for there's danger ahead. I am in danger. Who are you? I yelled loudly. And that's exactly when I was right upon him. I saw him. I saw his face. May Lord have mercy. That was very same very real sick old prisoner I left in the hospital an hour ago. Leaned to the right side, wearing the same gown, barefoot. He was looking at me. I passed by him. He turned around slowly and walked to me. I can't control the shiver even at this minute of writing. I did not run, but I walked super fast and reached my home, rang the bell furiously, and prayed to God that my father gets to the door as soon as he usually gets. I kept pressing the doorbell while staring at the man approaching me slowly and slowly. What is going on to happen if he comes near me? Should I shout or attack him? I cannot let this incident be embarrassment for myself. Nobody should know I just got scared of something. Thankfully, my father opened the door. Before going inside, I looked back. No, there was nobody in the street. My father went back to his room without noticing my sweat or tremble. Maybe I did good calming down myself. I went to my room, changed uniform, and sat on a sofa. Thought about what just happened. This room has a door and a window that opens toward the street as well. I did not see a ghost. No. Can this be possible? I remained silent and thinking of any legitimate reason that could defy this. Next thing I noticed, somebody is in the street. Right outside my window, I heard laminating in low pitch. I heard footsteps, a legit shiver ran through my spine. I'm experiencing paranormal activity. There is a ghost outside my window. I didn't run other room, I just sat there, leaned my head and closed my eyes to concentrate on the words he was mumbling. I couldn't understand, but I can tell you he was moaning, expressing his grief. And then it stopped. No sound of any kind. I could feel that nobody's outside my home now. Then it struck me. Why don't I call the goddamn hospital? I should talk to my colleagues to ask how is our patient doing. I picked my mobile and lo and behold, an SMS from the same colleagues has arrived half an hour ago saying, Neiman, don't come for hospital duty tomorrow, sick prisoner died. Shortly after you left, I am going home too. Let's take a day off and we'll report back to police station together. No matter how good I spin this convince myself it wasn't paranormal. I failed because I saw him. It was him, the sick prisoner. But I don't believe in ghosts. What do I make of it then? What seems the best explanation of this according to my knowledge and beliefs? Readers may disagree. It wasn't a case of hallucination. I saw someone not human. I am stressing. Who is capable of composing a good trick as this? Who could carry such tremendous, sinister and negative energy? A supernatural can adopt any shape or form, can feel free to put out one hell of a show like this just for kicks and giggles. One being comes to mind. Jinn, the perfect conjurer.